We talking racing. Ha! Talking racing.
All right, folks. Trailer Park Boy Live here, and we are back for episode 2 of Talkin' Racing. The 2026 Daytona 500 has ended. It was a hell of a race. We got a little bit to talk about. Gibbs is back here with me. We're going to give some
What's up,
thoughts.
everybody?
Give some thoughts here, and yeah, let's get into it. So, um, first, me and you texted a little bit during pre-race activities. Touch real quick on the really nice Greg Biffle tribute that they did.
Yep.
And then when Jamie Mack was talking about his kids and Biffle's kids and stuff, it was super emotional. Still thinking about all the Biffles.
Yep. It was definitely a tear jerker that was very well thought out and
Yeah,
done for sure.
it was nice. And then they did the one for old Dennis Hamlin. Um, Gave a little bit of insight and a little interview with Denny. Just shows you the mental perseverance that Denny has to get on there and talk about it. Only what,
For sure.
2 months after it happened, I think, and then go out and
Yep.
race, and just shows some mental perseverance on his side. Um, and then all that was fine and dandy, and we get to stage one of the race. The green flag drops. We don't get too far in before BJ McLeod snaps loose up there on the high side.
Yep. About 6 laps in.
Yeah, and they said on the broadcast, they said something about a loose wheel is what they first said. Then I think later on I heard him say broken suspension. Don't,
That's totally different thing.
yeah, yeah. So not too sure, but in that early in, we just got to follow here. Um, that was early damage for the 24 and the 40. Um, didn't affect them guys too much, but definitely early damage for them. Um, be honest, like glad he's okay and everything, but I could care less about BJ McLeod
Yeah.
wrecking out.
He was kind of swimming with the big dogs
Yeah,
and treading water.
I mean he's been making his way into these races for years, and not doing much with it. But he's a very liked guy in the garage and everything. All all the drivers seem to talk really good about him. Um, I just don't care for him, right? Um, and then my next takeaway from stage one was basically just like halfway through the stage, it was hammered down racing. There wasn't a whole lot of fuel
Oh,
saving
yeah.
going on. Um, Damn good racing.
Oh, for sure.
Like that's what I want to see at Daytona, the whole race. And we'll get
That's
into
what I
that.
wanted to see every race.
Yeah, every race.
It, it, this is just a little teaser to the season. I think we're going to be in for a treat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And the fuel mileage comes into play at several racetracks, but um like if someone's saving at, I don't know, Homestead later in the year, if someone's saving at Homestead, it doesn't affect the racing product the way it does at the super speedways.
Right.
So,
And it seemed to put everybody on like them doing that a weird pit cycle to
mm,
start the race.
yes, every single pit cycle at the end of these stages was wild. I didn't know what was going on, to be honest. Like it was so hard to follow. Um, it made it exciting. That's for
Yeah.
sure. What else we got in stage one? Wasn't too much crazy stuff going on. We had Kyle Busch when he got loose coming out of four there. Um,
Moving
he's
on, Brad on down.
Yeah, Kyle saved the car thanks to Brad, right?
Yes,
That
sir.
could have been bad. It could have been a early end to Kyle and Brad's day both, and had Kyle ping ponged and went back up high, it ended a lot of people's day. So hell of a save by Kyle there. Um,
And you can't gloss over old Nemechek coming back
yeah,
on
yeah.
the back of the pack, you know.
Nemechek was rolling.
Oh yeah, he
Wow,
got that third line going up high.
he was rolling, man. So that's one of my. I got wins and losses for stage one. Um, we'll start with Hunter, John Hunter Nemechek. Like, that dude showed so much speed.
Oh yeah,
Like, so much speed. Did not see it coming. Um, he ran up front the whole stage. Very promising, very fast race car there. Um, we had Allgaier drive up,
yep.
and he was at least inside the top 10 in stage one after that earlier contact with BJ. So uh, we know that didn't tear his car up too bad. Um, we had SVG, who was
Oh yeah,
one of your guys for the year. We had SVG running up front pretty much all day until he wasn't, right?
yeah. If he keeps that up, I think some people are going to be well, pleasantly surprised. Put it to you
Yeah.
that way, because I mean, it seemed like all race, like you said, until it wasn't. He was within the top 10, top 15, and when he got back, he drove his way on up.
Yeah. And if he can have these strong days at the super speedways, um, then on the other ovals where he does lack a little, if he can have the strong days at these super speedways, you know he's going to do well at the road courses. It's going to be either
Oh yeah,
if he doesn't get crashed out or have a mechanical problem, he's going to, if not win, be at the front. So if he can add super speedways to that resume, and get the luck that you need, uh, to not crash out, um, it'll definitely help him some. Okay, then we had one of my losses, and I had this down as a loss when it happened. Um, was Kyle Busch not pitting under the first caution, and
yeah. That was a little
I
odd.
was just so confused. Everyone came in and pitted. Then it made it to where he was on a island all by himself for fuel strategy.
Yep.
Um, really weird. It ended up, I mean, it didn't really hurt him, I guess.
No, but it didn't. It didn't help him early
Yeah, it
in the
didn't
race.
help. It was just weird. So, you know, call it a loss, maybe. I don't know. It just seemed very odd to me. Um, and then I had, and I'm trying to remember all the instances because I was just jotting notes down. But I had L on William Byron, for just doing these crazy ass lane changes and almost causing wrecks. I remember him
Yeah.
swerving up in front of Larson, almost taking Larson out. And then he did the same thing. Oh man, I can't think who it was. He did the same thing before he did it to Larson. Um, like very aggressive lane change blocking, like so
Just
early in the
seemed
race, and
like he was trying to jump the kettle before it caught.
yeah, it was
Like him being in the back just was so much pressure.
yeah,
Like
it was
I
weird.
mean,
So I had that. Um, and then just we already kind of touched on the pit stop cycles at the end of all the stages. Stage one was no different. I was just kind of just watching it. It was confusing. they were coming in these really short or really small groups.
Well, it seemed like one of them pit cycles, all the Toyotas kind of missed their cue. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Where they were way split up, and
Mm-hmm.
it, it just seemed to, uh, obviously, didn't throw them off too much, but for a good little bit,
So I
it
got
seemed like
my, excuse me here, I got my stage one surprises, I guess. Um, Zane Smith won stage one, like kind of surprising. He showed plenty of speed um,
yep,
as the race went on, but definitely surprised me. So you had him winning the stage. The rest is all pretty normal. You had Suarez finishing fifth, Busher, McDowell. I mean, you expect those guys to be up there. Noah Gregskin did finish 10th in the stage. Um, I don't know if you call that one surprising or not. Low 1 point stage point for him. Um,
oh, I think these stage wins are gonna matter more than I. Not that I realize, but they're gonna be on there pretty good, especially if at the end of the race, you finish in the top 10. It's gonna make a
yeah,
huge, a, a bigger difference than I thought it was gonna do.
yeah, me too, me too. And we already see that in this first race, like 100%. And especially if you look at the Xfinity series and um, look at what Austin Hill did yesterday. So if you
Yeah,
look at Xfinity, let's see
he couldn't have
here.
had a better day.
No, he literally had a perfect day. And when you look at that, so he won stage one, stage two, and won the race. That's a 75-point day. That's the max you can get. And that puts him 25 points over second place. Like,
That's huge.
that's huge. That is very huge. And we might see that some in the Cup Series. You might have a couple races where some guys just completely wax ass like that. Like,
I
um,
think it's gonna be few and far between.
yeah, you might have it here and there.
I give it like maybe 3 races.
So stage one as a whole, I mean, it was good. It was a
Oh yeah, full
good stage.
throttle.
Yeah, plenty of action. Nothing super crazy going on. Um, and then we get into stage two. Um, so we had Zane Smith that won stage one, came into pit road, had a really rough stop. He was pitted behind Kyle there and was practically sideways in the pit stall,
Oh yeah,
and
he
he
was
lost
cattywampus.
lost a whole bunch of track position there. He made his way back up a couple times, floated around in there. So noticed that right away. I was like, damn, that sucks for John Hunter there. We had Alligator, Justin Allgaier, drive on up to the front in the Junior Motorsports car.
Yep,
Um,
hung around like ninth to 10th there for a little while.
yep, just showing speed. Um, okay, then we had the incident in stage two with Connor Zilich, where and we texted about this a little bit. I just thought it was so funny um, when, let's see, at this point it would have been Allgaier leading.
Yep,
Zilich comes up, kind of drifts up, taps him, and it was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And as that's happening, I don't know, 5 seconds later, Mike Joy on the broadcast is like, and many folks are saying this is the most anticipated rookie season since Jeff Gordon. And as soon as he says that,
Yeah, he got
Zillage.
down into Ross a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. He goes up. He gets Ross all cattywampus. Ross comes down, hits Cody Ware or Carson
Mm,
Ware.
I, I believe so.
And so messed all that up. Hate that for Connor. Um, you know, I guess that's just a um, ill handling car thing for him when he kept drifting up.
I
Uh,
think it's a combination of ill handling car and then experience.
yeah, yeah, because he just kept drifting up there. He did it several times, like back to
Yeah,
back, and he hadn't been up front yet either in that Cup car at these super speedways. So you know, we've heard the drivers say how different they handle. Um, so maybe it was just a little arrow push, just kept shoving him up, and he wasn't ready for it, or his car wasn't ready for it. We'll never know, I guess.
I
Um,
mean, I was sticking up for him until that last replay they showed where they showed him get in the Ross a little bit. Like,
yeah,
yeah, that's all. That's all on you, Connor.
yeah. So then that sent Briscoe spinning down to the inside, through the grass. Austin Dillon tries to like duck down pit road. He has absolutely nowhere to go, and he nails Briscoe, tears up the
Yeah,
3 car and the 19 car. Pretty bad there. Um,
that pretty much put both of them out, I believe.
yep, that was pretty much it. They went to the garage, fixed some stuff, and putted around for the rest of the race. Um, okay, and then everything after that kind of chilled out. Good racing until about 10 to go in stage two. And that was when we had the interaction
Toyota.
there with Allgaier and Denny Hamlin.
Oh, yeah,
So my thoughts on that was essentially, um, I mean, it was on Allgaier. He left a little bit of room at the top, uh, like kind of a crazy move for Denny to try to split Allgaier in the wall there and take it high. Um, kind of crazy to do that. But when they showed Denny's on car, I mean, he was out of the throttle before they
yeah.
touched, and just
It
gonna
seemed
have
like
him.
a late flop.
Oh yeah, definitely a late
Oh,
block. Yeah, he was up there when Allgaier finally decided to come up. So I hate that for Junior Motorsports. I really hate that for them, especially after just running up there showing the speed. I would have loved to see where they could have finished. Um,
for sure.
did you see the picture going around of Dale Jr. Sitting up on the pit box, and you can't tell what he's drinking, but you can tell it's a can, and he's got
Oh yeah,
a
and the
blue paper towel wrapped around it.
yeah, yeah.
My guy's up there just having him some brews on the pit box. I thought that
I
was
mean,
pretty
might as
funny.
well.
Yeah, he's earned it, right?
He's earned it, and I mean, not that it's a wash, but whatever happens, you sitting at the big table in Vegas there just a rolling.
I wonder. I wonder what he was drinking. I've heard him talk on the podcast recently. I think it was the one he does with Amy, and he was talking about these pickle beers
Oh yeah, the pickle
that
beers.
he's all
Yeah,
into, and it just had me when I seen it. I was like, I bet you that's a damn pickle beer he's drinking.
either that or something not sponsored.
Yeah, it wasn't Traveler's whiskey
No,
for sure. Probably wouldn't want to drink that on the pit box, anyways. Um, so that was the end of stage two. Bubba ends up making out good right there, makes it through that little wreck, and ends up winning stage 2. So
Yep.
good for Bubba there, got him some stage points. Um, John Hunter Nemechek came back up. He finished third in that stage. So once again, just showing his speed. Um, not a lot of craziness going on in that stage, or as far as the end of
No,
that stage, as far as points. Same thing, pretty much guys you expect. Um, so you got that. The one car up there that didn't get any stage points was Corey Heim, who finished 6th. But since he's not full time, he just doesn't get awarded stage points.
which is
Um,
kind of not disappointing, but I feel like he owed Bubba a lot.
it's crazy that he just doesn't have a ride. Maybe he shouldn't have a cup ride. I'm not necessarily saying that, but um, I mean, maybe he should have a cup ride. I don't know. That dude, I don't know. That whole thing with Corey Haim is crazy. Um,
But he's got what 12 races this year, I think.
yeah, something like that.
I think it's last year was a weird year given how driver contract were. I think this upcoming off season, you might see a whole bunch of moving and shaking.
Yeah, I remember somebody saying there's like quite a few contracts that expire this year.
Right.
Okay. Um, then on into the final stage of the race, stage 3. This is when, you know,
The Toyota show.
yeah, this is the Toyota show, and this is when the entire pace of the race changed. And in my opinion, I got it marked down as somewhere around 25-ish laps. But it was super boring. I'm glad it was only 25-ish laps because in the years past, we've seen it last a lot longer than that with this fuel
Right.
mileage bullcrap. So you had Christopher Bell, Bubba Wallace, and Heim uh, taking up the front row, all 3 lanes, and they were just riding. Now, you know, nothing against
Don't
them,
blame them.
nothing against them, right? And the other teams behind it, they were riding too. Um, uh, it's all strategy. Them guys got to do it, I guess, right?
It
Um,
just felt off pace from how the race had gone up to that point.
yes, it was a very boring 25 laps. And then it was actually the second time today they queued up old Keselowski's radio, and um, uh, there was 3 other Fords in front of Brad, and he was like, "Tell him like, let's go. We got the fuel now. Why are we still doing this?" And they were kind of telling him to push Bubba, you know, force the issue, make him have to
Yeah.
do something. Um, but we didn't really see that. Even once Brad was calling it out, I guess they didn't care what Brad was saying. Because we didn't really see that up until when Bubba finally dropped down to the bottom and uh, they got ready to do their pit cycle and stuff. But I hate the stain that it puts on the race. And the racing went back to being great after that.
Yep.
Um, but just as a fan, I don't want to sit there through 25 laps of that.
No, and like I said, it just seemed like you were almost watching two different races
Yeah. Yeah, it's
there
not
up
good.
till that point.
It's not good. Um, what's his name? Elton Sawyer. Dale Jr. was talking about Elton Sawyer when NASCAR was, um, I guess it was kind of brought to their attention, that three wide, blocking the whole field deal. And Elton Sawyer was like, it's three wide racing. The fans seem to enjoy it. Um,
Yeah, if you turn off all the outside noise,
yeah, yeah.
that was a bad look,
A bunch of
bad
people,
kind.
a bunch of people probably do enjoy it, and um, I just know I don't. Like, yeah,
Oh,
it's three wide racing. It's cool, right? But uh, if if I want those three wide moments, which I do like three wide moments, but I want those to be not
want the
manuf
moving and grooving going on.
right. I don't
But
want it manufactured by fuel saving. If I see three wide, I want to see it because someone's trying to get a run and pass somebody,
right.
not just one manufacturer parking in front of the field and going, all right, follow me. You don't have a choice. You know, it's just not good to me.
I will say this: I'm surprised nobody further back got frustrated, and during them 25 laps, I'm really surprised we didn't have a wreck
Yeah,
or something to cause the caution. It seemed like everybody kept their temperament pretty good because I
yeah,
know you just got to know they were getting frustrated back there.
yeah. Oh yeah, and it's happened in the past because finally you'll get a guy. You got a guy at the back who we talked about it on TV, man. Like if everybody's doing that strategy, then nobody's winning out of it. If
Yeah,
everybody's on the same strategy, there is no strategy at that point,
but
right?
then we probably got the most cluster hitting
Oh boy.
there was. That was so confusing.
Yeah, that was crazy. There was a lot of confusing groups there. Guys coming down, um, like Denny Hamlin came down with Jimmy Johnson. Who was it? Maybe Jimmy Johnson and Eric Jones is who
Yeah,
Denny Hamlin
he
came down
came down with
with.
legacy.
And it was like, what, like, just, it was weird. Um, so we went through all that, cycling through. You had um, Michael McDowell stay out through all of that craziness. Never came in and pitted, and he just wanted a caution to fly.
And when it
And
came out, I was thinking he was a genius. I was like,
yeah,
man,
yeah, yeah, it worked out for him, ish, right? And then you had with 10 to go, um, Corey Heim up at the top gets into Denny, and that's when Christopher Bell got taken out.
I
Um,
wasn't quite sure what happened there.
it looked like when Heim got into, I think it was Heim got into the back of Denny,
Trying to
and it
like give him a little bit of push.
and it just wasn't square. So it just kind of created a cluster. That's one thing with these cars. Like, if you're not squared up, man, it's kind of a disaster. Um, so then you get down to the finish there. Uh, they take off. You got Michael McDowell on the outside with his teammate behind him in Hocevar.
You know,
And it was like, damn, dude, McDowell is a genius. And then,
I will
go ahead.
I will say this. It looked like Hocevar was doing a lot of that work for him blocking lane.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When they first took off, I think McDowell would have got on out in front. But Hocevar, I don't know, he started off real slow, but then once they hooked up, I mean, Hocevar was taking care of business for McDowell.
Oh yeah.
And then, we went on with that for quite a bit there. And it finally got to the point where, like, it was one of those things like, the wreck's coming. Where's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Um, and it was Hocevar. Uh, but man, I was pulling for Hocevar. I was like, damn,
Oh
dude.
yeah.
Like I thought this was gonna be the one. He was blocking his ass off, doing what he needed to do. Um,
Well, for that one, it looked like old Ricky got into the back of Eric Jones, I
yeah,
believe, and like you were saying,
yeah,
Hocevar was not square
yep.
going up there
Just took him.
at all. That was that.
So then, just leading into the end here, uh, Chase Elliott just comes out on top of all that. Um, and it looks like Chase is gonna get just looks like he's gonna get pushed on through
Yep.
to the win there. Um, but he just couldn't quite hold off Tyler Reddick. Once Chase got pushed out so far, it, it's just kind of one of those sitting duck scenarios. But
Where he like lost a lot of momentum there.
yeah, and Zane was pushing the shit out of him. Um, and Tyler Reddick better be thanking Riley Herbst for giving him that huge push to the end.
Yep.
He gets around Chase. I had shifted from Hocevar completely over to Chase. I wanted Chase to win. Chase never won the 500. Would have been pretty awesome to see that finally. He's definitely one of the guys that deserves it, if you will. Um, but Ricky got around him. It looked like maybe they could have maybe banged doors and stuff to the finish line, but then Herbst went up high, hits Brad,
Yep.
creates that whole debacle. Chase gets turned around, hits the wall pretty damn hard. Um, Spins across the line, and then you get your final finishing order, your top five there: Reddick, Stenhouse, Logano, who was my pick to win the whole thing, um, Elliott, and Brad. Um, Crazy ass finish. We always have these crazy ass finishes at Daytona. Like, uh, you know what's gonna happen. Like, you know they're gonna wreck. Um, I know Brad didn't seem very happy with Herbst.
Oh no, no. Some of that interview he was
Yeah,
giving, it seemed like at some point during the week, if he didn't do it tonight, he was gonna have walk down there and have an old talk, limp
might
on down.
might hit him with his cane or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't like, I get what Brad's saying. You're at the line, like race it out. But Herbst just swung high, man. He was trying to win the 500, dude. And I don't know how old he is, but Herbst has got to be pretty young. Um, does it give me his age right here? He's 26, so I mean he's pretty young. He just wanted to win the race, man. So
Yeah.
I ain't
I
mad at him.
mean, it's a big deal.
Yeah, I ain't mad at him. And then I didn't see, um, they didn't actually show, and I'm gonna try to find a replay of this, but they talked about Bubba Wallace. I think they said he would have finished in the top six or something like that, but he slowed way up so that he didn't hit William Byron. Um, so I kind of want to see the replay on what exactly they were talking about. They didn't show any of that, but I heard him talk about
Right.
it. Would have moved Bubba. Bubba still finished 10th. Um, but I wish I could have seen what they were saying there. So when I look at the finishing order, um, Zane Smith finishing sixth is huge. Um, Suarez, good start for that new team. 13th, Ty Dillon 14th.
Yep.
Kyle Busch came home in 15th. Well, you're talking about that a little bit. Um,
That's
that
not terrible,
that
but
final restart, Kyle Busch restarted up there on the outside, and I kept looking back there for him, and I seen him right. It was like coming out of four, kind of. I seen him get down on the inside line, and then I never saw him for the rest of the race.
Yeah,
So
you saw more than I did.
he just like vanished. I don't know where he went, what happened. I thought something broke and they didn't talk about it, but he still finished 15th. So, um, I don't know, dude. I have no idea where he went, like at all.
If anybody knows and is watching this,
Yeah, let us
please
know.
comment what happened because we're lost on that one.
Yeah, let us know. He just vanished. Unless I don't know if this is speculation. I don't know if he knew he was too far back to go for the win, so he maybe fell back a little to try and salvage a decent finish. I don't know. Um, so we got the so that was some of our big winners right there. Now, big losers of the day. Alex Bowman finishing 40th. Briscoe 36th. Bell 35th. Cindric 34th. Zilich 33rd. Hamlin 31st. I mean, this is some big names back there, man. Blaney
Yeah,
27th. Of all your top dogs, that's probably the big losers.
and I'm
Um,
curious on how that's going to affect them come, you know, later this year. Be kind of kicking yourself, wishing you had them points back, even though there was nothing a lot of them guys could really do about the situation.
no.
But still, you know, it might be something that keeps them up at night.
Oh, for sure. And then like we talked about how big stage points are, and I didn't quite realize, neither one of us quite realized how big exactly. Um, but so like let's just talk about, let's see here. I'm trying to
Yeah,
remember who we had. So we got Bubba Wallace, okay? Bubba Wallace finished 10th in the 500, but with his stage points, he's sitting fourth in the point standings.
yep.
Like, granted,
That
granted, from fourth to 10th in the standings right now is within 1 or 2 points. But still, that's 6 positions.
yeah.
Um, so I mean, that is huge. And then you look
And
back.
then
Go ahead.
Riddick with like 58 points, and I mean,
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was the other one. Talk about with these stage points is Zane Smith finished sixth place, but he's second in points. You know, over the season, that is really going to add up, and it's
oh
gonna
for sure,
it's gonna make these stages are still gonna be so important, and I like that. It's once again we're back to rewarding for consistent finishes, um, but also being consistent throughout the whole race.
yeah. And I think next week we're gonna we're gonna probably see teams strategize a little bit different when it comes to that. I know Daytona, you can't really,
Yeah,
it's where the chips fall, but I think next week we're gonna really see teams start to, keep that in mind.
yeah, for sure. So who's of all the big drivers last in points will be Briscoe, who only earned 2 points today. That's rough, man.
I mean, between him and let's see, Bell and Bowman with 3, Hamlin with 7.
Yeah, that's
That's
rough.
gonna be
But see,
be a
here's the
fall
thing, like
down.
with SVG. So you look at Briscoe, Bell, Bowman, possibly Zilich, and Hamlin. Like those guys, um, they got work to do, but they'll dig out of that hole, right?
Yeah,
Where I'm not saying SVG can't dig out of the hole. Um,
he's gonna have to run like he did earlier today to really
yeah,
consistently.
yeah. And that's the part that I don't know, man. Like he's really gonna have to be up there getting stage points like consistently in order to dig out of this hole. And I mean, not saying he can't do it, but definitely not
I
the
mean, I
hole he wanted to be in.
no, and I think he took a from today a little bit. He took a whole bunch of notes last year where if he does like he did today, I can see it, but it's gonna be a struggle for sure. No, you just got to try to keep up that momentum from earlier in the race.
Oh man, another one I mean, not too far back, but Larson in
Oh yeah,
18th in points. He can definitely dig out of that though. That's not bad.
I mean, but looking at these point standings right now, feel like hey, it's gonna be interesting because I think we're gonna see some moving and grooving up and down.
Yeah.
It seems like you got a lot of smaller teams right now that looked out today.
Yeah, so I mean, you got Zane Smith up there second points. You probably see him drop out a little bit. Busher, Wallace, Logano, they'll hang around. Stenhouse, you'll probably see him drop. Um,
I feel like we're gonna see Suarez drop also.
yep, Suarez will probably drop. Barry, you might see him drop a little. Gregson's gonna drop. Um, Hocevar will probably hang around right there, maybe gain a few, sitting in 14th. But yeah, you got several guys at the top that they're just gonna drop some. That's all there is to it. But I'm excited for it, man.
Oh yeah, if they keep producing the product like they did today, I mean, that was a fuel saving race. But I thought after watching a little bit of the O'Reilly series and the truck race, I thought tires were gonna really play more today than what they actually did.
Yeah, tires didn't. It's like I said at the end there. I was like, I wonder if anybody's gonna come in and like throw tires on just cause, and nobody did. Um, so tires literally like pretty much didn't play too much of a role.
Yeah.
Um, it's just fuel. That's all them guys had to worry about really. Overall, it was a great 500. I'm super excited that NASCAR's back. I'm ready
Oh
for
yeah.
next week. I want to see what shifts, what changes. Um, good way to start the season, honestly.
It definitely has me excited for you for the season as a whole. And this old hell yeah campaign NASCAR's got going,
Yeah, hell yeah,
I just want to give them a hell yeah.
hell yeah, yeah. It's pretty good.
So, do you have a pick for next week?
Man, I don't know. I tell you one thing, and we talked about Suarez dropping. Um, and this is with a new team, but Suarez, for whatever reason here at Atlanta, or I'm sorry, Echo Park, uh, Suarez is good there. You know, maybe Suarez could be like a dark horse.
Okay.
I think for the most part, a lot of the guys that you saw speed from today are going to show
Gonna have
speed
speed.
because it's a drafting track, but it's a little different, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be the same guys. So, let me think of a pick here.
No, for me, it's gonna be Chase Elliott.
Chase Elliott, yeah. Chase is a good pick for that. And he's got some momentum from this week. I don't know. I'm definitely leaning towards Suarez for like
Okay.
that's like a dark horse. I don't know who I want to pick as my main. I'll just go with Suarez. Just straight up.
I'll say last year's Echo Park race was one of my favorite of the season. I
Yeah.
thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's a good race. It's definitely solid. I'll do Suarez, man.
All right.
It's kind of a wild pick, I feel like, but
Who knows?
well, man, I reckon we've talked about it all.
Just about, I believe so.
Like I said, good race. I hope they keep it up. I'm excited for next week. I reckon me and you will probably be back next week as well. See how that keeps going.
Sure.
Um,
And
so,
thank you to everybody that watched the first episode.
yes. Golf clap for those folks. Give this one a watch. Give it a like. Throw some comments in there. Tell us we're dumb. Tell us we're smart. Whichever you choose, just throw some comments in there. Let us know your pick for Echo Park. Let me know if Suarez is just a complete asinine pick. I think Chase is a good one. I think you're good on Chase.
I don't know. I thought I was good on Ryan Blaney. I mean, everything I heard after we got off, man, had me walking around with my chest poked out, and then come today, somebody just took a needle and deflated me like what's that old fella, old Larry?
Oh, which Larry?
What was that? The daggum, wasn't it SpongeBob? Maybe. Or they poked him in.
Oh, the arms. His arms. Like,
yeah, the arms. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, classic. All right, guys. That is it for episode 2. Thank you.
Yep. Y'all take it easy.
Peace.
Mike on green flag, let's go. Trailer Park Boy live on the show. Lap 1, hot takes, let them roll. From the short track dirt to the big speed bowl. We talking racing, every turn, every lane. From the road to the rubber on the paint. Oh, talking racing, say the name, feel the flame. Trailer Park Boy live in your lanes, let's go. We talking racing. We talk